Today, I want to talk to you about my conversation with Seth Godin on finding your creative voice. Hi, it's James Taylor here, creativity expert and keynote speaker on creativity, innovation, and artificial intelligence. The other day, I was having a conversation with Seth Godin. It was part of our SuperCreativity Podcast. And we were getting into a conversation about how you define and how you refine your creative voice. And I said one of the things I really like about his writing, it has a very naturalistic tone. I can read his work and it sounds like the way that he speaks. There's a natural flow into this. And I said, did you always have this ability to write in that very clear and natural way? And he said, no. He said it's something that he learned to develop. And as we were getting into the conversation, I asked him this question: is that when you have your idea, maybe you're out on a walk and you have an idea that comes to you for an article or a speech, or just a random idea comes to you, or in the shower, for example, what is your preferred modality to communicate that idea? Because I think it's different for everyone. We all have preferences when it comes to the modality in which we like to share our voice. Now, some people, when they have the idea in the shower in the morning, they immediately will go and paint it. Other people will write a song about it. Some people will go and sit and write down in their journal or write a blog post about it. Other people will film a video like this. That's the first thing that they would think to do, is just go and film a video about it. Other people will tweet it because that's their preferred mode of communication. And I think we all have a preference for one of these. And so I asked him, when you get your ideas, how do they present themselves to you, and what's your preferred modality? And he said when his ideas came to him, he thinks in terms of blog posts. There's 250 to 300 word blog posts that he's kind of known for. And he said what has been interesting about it, by thinking in that, by immediately having an idea and then thinking in terms of a blog post, it's actually allowed him to improve the quality of his speaking as well. Because in order to speak, he used this ability to write in the blog post almost as that bridge. So that was his preferred way, that was his natural way, his natural modality for sharing his ideas. And then it almost acted like a bridge to his speaking. And this reminded me of another great creative, Martin Taylor, jazz guitarist. And he teaches something called Think, Sing, Play. And it's about how you can learn to improvise. So if you've ever had to learn to improvise on a musical instrument, for example, it's kind of difficult at first. Improvisation feels like quite a heavy word. It feels like something that jazz musicians do, not that maybe any other kind of musician could do, but it's not really. It's basically theme and variation. And he said sometimes what we need a bridge to take us from the idea that we have in our head to being able to express that on our preferred instrument. In his case, it's the guitar. So the bridge that he uses is singing. So this is the way it works. He said if you want to be really good at improvising on the guitar or any musical instrument, you first have to think the idea. And rather than immediately trying to play the idea, you have to find this bridge, this thing in the middle. And he says, try and sing it. So you think the idea, think the idea, so you sing it, you sing the idea, and then you try and play what you've just sung. You don't try and play what you just thought. By having this little bridge in the middle, it allows you to make that connection. Now, gradually, as you become more skilled in what you do, the middle part, in his case, the singing, kind of drops away. You don't have to sing in order to get into it, but it allows you to kind of create that bridge to transport your idea onto the fretboard as a guitarist. So think about this for yourself. Let's say if you want to be you really want to develop your speaking skills. Something we can often do is, if you're more of a natural writer, that's fine. That can be your bridge, for example. So if you have the idea in the shower in the morning, go and write it. Start writing as quickly as possible, and then use that to then jump on and to create a little part of your speech from what you've just written. Another way you could do it is maybe if you like video, like creating video, maybe that's your bridge. So you think the idea, create a quick little video about it. That helps you kind of refine the idea a little bit more, and then you can then give a speech about part of that, or use part of that in your speech. So using a bridge, think, sing, play, think, write, speak, think, film, speak, think, speak, write. We always have these preferences for our modalities, and some of them just allow us to have jumping off points. So think about this yourself. What is your preferred modality? And I think in the process of that, it will actually help you find your voice. Please leave in the comments below what your preferred modality is, how you like to initially express yourself, and whether you use this as a bridge to express your voice in other forms.